Hello everyone, welcome to this week's plan with me. I feel like I haven't done a voiceover in a while because I did so many in bulk and then it ends up being 3 or 4 weeks later and I'm like, I need to do another voiceover, and here I am and I feel rusty. This week I am using Sprinkles, which is in the shop. The extras are not. This is in the quote unquote old format, though it's not really that old. I am using Hollow with this. I think I actually used Sparkly Hollow and then used Hollow quote overlays because it's all the same anyways. As far as matching goes, and I think I used those Hollow bougie box things from Sadie Stickers, but I think then the rest is Sparkly Hollow. This week I was planning on using the Sweethearts kit, which I did push to Valentine's Day week. And I decided to use the Sprinkles kit, which is a reformat that I have used previously. I think that I used this for Reagan's first birthday. That was what it was custom art for. And I reformatted it and I fell so in love. Honestly, reformats are it. I love it. And I used to be very much so I don't want to use the same art twice. But I feel I don't know if it's just obviously it's the same art, but the way that I lay out the boxes makes it look different, I feel. And sometimes I'll switch out the color, and then whenever you're using a different foil with it, and then a different format, and then a new planning style. Hold on, Disney's calling. Okay, so I needed to add a pack and play to my reservation, which we did book a Disney trip. I am a little freaked out about it, but we will get to that in a minute because I'm talking about it this week because we did plan it this week. So, like I said, I am using this kit for, or did I even say? I don't even know. I'm using this kit for Amanda. Y'all know Amanda? I don't think she really does planner stuff anymore. That's how I met her, but she's texting me some funny stuff. I don't even know if she watched my videos. Amanda, if you do, hi, I miss you. Hopefully she's coming over soon because I still have her Christmas present. It's March. Anyways, but yeah, I'm using this for Denver's birthday, which Denver is my BFF Bree. Bree has been my bestie since the 9th grade. Well, and I've known her since the 7th grade. And it's all I saw this meme recently that was the best friendships start off with, I thought she was an effing B. And that's literally me and Bree in the beginning. Is I thought she was the worst in the 7th grade because her and this one girl were very cliquey. And then in the 9th grade, we became the best friends. And ever since then, it's been the most perfection friendship ever. And I just love her so much. And this is her daughter's 2nd birthday. And it was so funny because she was I don't know what to do for Denver's birthday, blah, blah, blah. And she asked Denver, and Denver said she wanted a Grinch bathtub party. So then she's well, do you want a Grinch party or a bathtub party? So they ended up going with a rubber ducky party, which I think is so cute. It's a really cute, also baby shower idea if you need one. And it turned out really cute because they did a lot of white balloons that look like bubbles and rubber duckies everywhere. And then there's so many actually cute outfits for a for rubber ducky, yellow. You could wear yellow, you could wear rain boots, you could do a raincoat. There's so many different options. I thought that was really cute. I didn't have a kit that worked for that. And also they chose the theme pretty last minute. So I was this will work. And I thought the baby kind of looked like Denver. Even though Denver looks older than that, but not much older, but not old enough to be the older kid. Does that make sense? But I was whatever, it works. So I love Denver. She's so cute. And I cannot wait to see her in May. Anyways, so on the side, I put in that we booked our first Disney trip since 2020, which is going to be crazy because the last time I went to Disney, I only had 1 kid, and now I'm going to have 3 kids, which is going to be a whole different experience. But I'm very, very excited for it, and also just all around nervous. I think I have developed a even more anxiety than I started this couple of years with, but also an overstimulation problem. And I think that was a problem before, but has it's gotten bigger since 2020. So I'm interested to see how it'll go, but I'm excited. On Monday, I'm just gonna start talking about the plans because I'll catch up to myself real fast. It was Denver's birthday on Monday, so I put that in, and then I was just hanging out with the family all day, and then me and Theo cleaned the upstairs, so we probably just cleaned the playroom or something. Honestly, this feels like it was so long ago, but it was only a month ago, and I only planned it 2 weeks ago. But my brain, it just doesn't work like it used to, Then we got McDonald's from DoorDash, which is like basically a problem, but also like, is it a problem? Sometimes I just don't feel like cooking, because cooking is like 30 minutes to an hour depending on what I'm cooking, because then I also sometimes have to cook 2 meals, one for me and Nick, one for the kids. And then there's like the cleanup, so then that's like an hour of Nick's like duties of like, because he cleans, I cook. And it just like, it really like takes a chunk out of the day. So sometimes McDonald's for DoorDash is going to happen. And I did it. So there's that. Then we were watching 90 Day. They have like those like happily ever after shows that are like, what is her name? And I don't remember. Alexi and Lauren and David and Annie. Is that it? I think that those were it. We actually haven't watched much TV at all. And I like started reading, and we'll get into this like in a future plan with me, but like I read one book like really fast, I feel like, or not like really, like I know people read books in a day, but I just don't got time. But I read it faster myself, and then I started the second book, which is it like Crying in H Mart or something like that. And I really like the book. I like the way it's written, and I like the story it's telling. But I feel like with the memoir, I don't know. I'm not like, I need to get my book right now and read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very like slow paced, and I think it's going to get really depressing soon. So I'm like, I don't know. So Nick just told me that I should just like put it down and start it again. Like when I'm feeling it, like when I'm feeling the urge to read it, which I might do, because I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like because there's no like, I don't know, suspense that I'm not like, what's next, or if it's like, I know it's going to get really sad soon. But even like the sad parts that have happened so far have been accompanied by like me like smiling or like laughing, because they like throw things in that make the like really heavy stuff lighter, if that makes sense. So I do really like the book. I just don't know if it's for me right now. So we'll see if I decide to like switch it up. But I also didn't want to start one of the Bridgerton books, because I want to have one more season of Bridgerton where I have watched the show before I read the books, because anytime that I've read something and then watched it, I get really irritated unless I haven't read it for a while, that the fine details have like dissipated in my brain. So I kind of want to have one more season of the show where I don't know what happens, because I know the show is not going to be as fun whenever I know what happens. Does that make sense? And I also feel like there should have been some like hecka spoiler alert at the end of the book where they put in the like second epilogue, and then it like, I mean, it doesn't spoil it because you like know what's going to happen, but like it spoils like books. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, because you're supposed to know like happily ever afters and all of them, but I was like, oh, cool. Anyways, enough of that. So I think I don't know what I want to read in between. I think that's where I'm getting, because I the list of books I want to read this year are all the Bridgerton books, and then I have like 2 or 3 like Christmas vibes books that I kind of want to save for Christmas time. And then I have the Crying H Mart, and then I have the Handmaid's Tale ones, which I might buy those and read them first, but also I'm like, I could just wait like 3 weeks and then just watch Bridgerton and then just fly through those books, because I feel like those books I can read like in a week and a half and be done if I like really like focus on it. So anyways, the whole point of this conversation here was to say that I haven't been watching a lot of TV, but I also haven't been reading. I've been just like laying and just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't do anything. I'm just like, bleh. Not in like a bad way, but in like I just want to feel zen and just close my eyes and just like not think about anything. Does anybody ever get like that? I don't know. I watched Archie and Stacey, and then I found out that one of like, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. That I got the Disney Visa credit card. I have the Disney Visa debit card because before being a pass holder, it was really great to have perks at like Shop Disney and some of the restaurants, and you can get those perks if you have the Visa card. So I've always had that, and that's just if you have like a Chase banking account, you can get that, and then you get like a cute design, and then you get like discounts on some like things like on shopdisney.com, at the parks, for merch, anything about $50. I think you got like 15% off, which adds up, for just being like a design on a card. Then they came out with the 50th design for the credit card, and I was like, I need this. So basically it's my like, for the most part, like random purchases and like fast food. It's like the one that I keep that's easy just to like pull out at McDonald's. So I realized that they also have Disney dollars on there, which is really cool. I don't know if they call it Disney dollars, but like basically I'm not sponsored by this, and I'm not like telling you to go do this, but you get like money at Disney. It's like a cash back, but for at Disney. And I don't know why I thought it was so cool that I had like $40. And I was like, wow, like this is so fun. And I'm like, I could get like a little gift card and buy like a shirt. And I just put it in because I thought it was something that I was like, wow. And like, it's really not that exciting, but these are the things that excite me now, apparently. On Tuesday, I put in that I was up early, which I wake up at like 5:30. Like Lila has been most always sleeping through the night for the most part. This is at least starting in the past couple of weeks. Almost always sleeping through the night. And I wake up at 5:30 and I'm like, is she alive? Did I miss her waking up? Did I sleep through the next day? And I'm basically like awake at 5:30. And then it's like this like internal struggle of, do I go back to sleep for like 2 hours, an hour? Who knows? Because she could wake up at like 6:30 and like need to be serviced, or she could sleep till 8:30. You never know. But also, do you want to take the chance of like falling asleep and then waking up and not feeling as awake? Or should you just get up now and then just be like a little tired all day, but then you'll fall asleep easier? It's a hard one. I'm sure a lot of y'all have been in the predicament that I was in, and I am in constantly. So recently what I've been doing is just getting up. I go to Starbucks, there's no line, there's no traffic, there's no one out. It's kind of nice and a little bit eerie. And then I come home and no one's awake. It's great. I take the baby monitor. If Lila wakes up, I go in and take care of her. But otherwise, I just like do my own thing while everyone's asleep. And it's great. I usually get like an hour, hour and a half. Sometimes she'll wake up, I'll service her, and then she'll go back to sleep. And then I'll just like have more time to myself. And it's like kind of nice. I need to start taking that time to get on a treadmill or something. And even if it's like, I'll go to Starbucks first because I love going to Starbucks when it's dead. Putting it in the fridge, grabbing a water, and going on the treadmill for at least 30 minutes, and then just rewarding myself with the Starbucks. Like, that needs to be something that I do. Will I do it now? No. Whenever I get into the habit, sure, but not right now. But one day, it's my goal. So I did that, and I put in, then went to Starbucks, and it was super foggy. I don't know if I actually put that in my planner, but it was very foggy. And then I put in that the kids went to my in-laws this day. They had been begging to go. They love going to my in-laws, I think, because there's like no rules. And it's mostly no rules because there's not much that they can do like bad or like that's like they can't do. Does that make sense? So they love just like free range craziness over there. So toodles. Then I put in that I had a call with Kirsten. What it is about, I don't know. But I always mention whenever I put in that I call somebody is that I don't take many phone calls. I don't get many phone calls. I don't call many people. So when I do, I put it in my planner. I actually talked to Kirsten on the phone again recently. And I think I talked to Kane on the phone too recently. But I don't know if and I also called Brie recently. Maybe I have been taking a lot of calls. I don't know. But I put in that I called Kirsten. I don't remember what it's about. I need to start taking notes so I can give you the scoop on what we're talking about. And I don't think it was work related because usually those are like quick calls and like end fast because me and Kirsten do this thing where sometimes like I'll text her a question that's work related when she's at work or whatever. And she'll be like confused and then I get confused and then I'm like, I just gotta call her. And we're like, our brains don't work on Mondays. And then we both get it and we're like, yes, we're on the same page. But this wasn't that. This was something else. Who knows what it was. Then I booked Disney this day, which I don't even know. Me and Nick don't even know how it happened. It was like a spiral of events. Wait, I don't actually know if this might be whenever I booked Disney for December. So basically, yeah, I have 2 Disney trips booked. But I think that the other one, I booked a different week. Anyways, maybe not. I don't know. What was the plan? I have my other plans here, and I'm like, I don't even know. Maybe I booked that last week. Honestly, the weeks just blend together at this point. I don't really remember anything. Maybe this was for the April trip. Maybe this was for the other trip. I don't remember. Now it's going to drive me actually insane. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, we're going to Disney in December and April. And this might have been the December one. It might have been the April one that booked. I think it was the April one, though. I think it was the April one. I don't know. I think that, I don't know. I don't remember. But I think it might have been the one for April. I don't know. I should have written that down. It's going to drive me nuts. I hate when that happens is you just don't remember something, but you know you should remember it. I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, it's going to drive me actually insane. Hold on, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna pause this so you guys don't think I'm cray. Okay, so this was for the December one. I don't know, I'm losing it. So we planned the parks, which was really fun. It's kind of like fun to do like the random steps, like planning parks and then planning your dining. And you used to be able to do fast passes, but now not so much. I'm like really nervous about that because I feel like I have like my fast pass system down to like how we do it and how we get the most in our trips. But I feel like now having to learn a whole new system, though I've heard it's like really easy, and I asked Kirsten for like the scoop. And I've watched videos and read articles, and everyone says it's like really nice. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to take one time for me to like really figure it out. So then I put in that Brie was coming for 10 days. So it was really funny because I got in the dress that I'm wearing to Vicky's wedding, which is Jessica J. Coupland's sister. And Brie was like, send me a picture of you in it. And I was like, I'm just going to FaceTime you. And she's like, yeah, I'm just like sitting in the drive-through of Starbucks just sitting. And I was like, okay. So I FaceTimed her and she was like, she had said before, I ordered your birthday present and something you can't get enough of. And I was like, oh, sweet. She either got me food or Lush. I was like, food or bath products, because like I can never get enough of those. I was like pretty sure it was food though, like for some reason. I don't know. My mind always just goes to food. I don't know. But I showed her the dress. She was like, oh, that's cute. And she's like, oh, do you want to know what your birthday present is? And I was like, sure. And she's like, yeah, I can't not tell you. And I was like, it's so weird. She got me cupcakes or something. And she's like, that like weird about it. And she said, is coming in 10 days. And I was like, what are you talking about? My birthday's not until April. Why would my birthday present be coming in 10 days? She's like, no, I'm coming for 10 days. And I was like, oh my God. And I've never been happier in my whole entire life than whenever Brie told me that she and her family are coming for 10 days. I'm like so excited because I miss her so much. So, oh goodness. Okay, I turn my flashlight on because apparently the power's going to go out for a minute. So, that was really exciting, and it definitely made my week very, very happy. And apparently they were trying to do it like behind my back, like her and Nick were trying to plan it, but like they both know that like I plan too much for like a surprise trip to be planned. Does that make sense? It would be too hard for both of them to leave me out of it. So they brought me into it, and she's coming in May, and I'm very, very excited about it, to just like hang out and have a lot of time to just chill and relax. And then she's also coming in October, which I'm really excited about too. So that was a really, really exciting day. And then we went over to my in-laws and we had Cajun for dinner. I don't remember. I think we might have ordered it from a place that Nick had saw that he like wanted to try. So we tried it. I didn't like what I got, but I tried what everybody else got and I liked everything else. So I think I just picked like the wrong thing on the menu, which I feel like usually I pick the right thing and everybody else picks the wrong thing. So I must have just had some bad mojo that day. And then I put in that I was super tired. On Wednesday, I wrapped Avery's birthday presents with Bennett. He wanted to help me, so we wrapped those. And then I was upstairs just hanging out with the kiddos all day and cuddling Bennett on the couch, just chilling. And then I put in that I was mad at Nick this day because he was being mean. I think he was just like moody. So he was just like in a mood with everybody, and I was just like not having it. And then for dinner, we had Tarka by his request. And I think I got the same thing that I did before. And I'm sorry if you hear beeping in the background. It's like the baby monitors because there's no power. And then I cuddled with Girly and watched stuff on my laptop, and it rained all day long. And then the rail/door people finally finished, so I no longer ever have to see them again. And I'm so happy about it because it's been such a long pain in the butt. We had so many issues with the rail, and the doors were fine. They definitely need repainted, which isn't like a huge problem, but annoying whenever you pay for something for it to have to be like repainted immediately. And then, that beeping noise is literally driving me insane. Hold on. Literally, as soon as I got over the baby monitors, the power went on. I was like, this is probably the most I've ever been interrupted during a voiceover, so I do apologize. But yeah, anyways, Thursday, it snowed a little, and there was no Starbucks. Like, Starbucks was, like, closed. It, like, barely snowed. I guess there was, like, ice in some parts of wherever, but there was no ice here. It was supposed to be like a real thing though. I think they like closed school for Thursday and Friday for like kids around here, around these parts. And yeah, there's no Starbucks, which is always a bummer. But, you know, you live, you drink a Coke that day, or 2 or 3, and you move on. I made banana bread because I don't know like why. Like, I don't normally leave the house for the most part. So I don't know why like a snow day affects me, because it like I could have, if you like blacked out my windows, I wouldn't know the difference. So I made banana bread, and then I also made buffalo chicken dip this day. Delicious. I cuddled the girl, had some family time, and then I put in that Lila was crabby. Then on Friday, I put in that Lila slept really good, and Nick went to Target to get Starbucks because Starbucks wasn't open, despite like the roads were like totally fine. But Target was open, so Nick went over there for Starbucks, and then I put in that we just had a really boring day. Hung out with the boys upstairs. We got Applebee's for dinner, which was meh. I've had it previously and I wasn't like as disappointed, but I think that there was like a lot of like order mess ups with it, and it was just kind of like not warm and sad. But we did that, and then I just cuddled with Nick this night. On Saturday, we got Starbucks. I get Starbucks basically every day, but whenever I put it in, it's because I need something to fill a space. Starbucks is an easy one to always put in there. And I cleaned the pantry this day, which severely needed it. And then for lunch, we had empanadas, and Nick also he went to the farmer's market and he got empanadas from like one of the food trucks, and then, which were really good, like so good. I would definitely get them again, and yeah, they were just delicious. And then he also got from our favorite, what is it, like Norwegian, what is it? The FICA place, you know, is it like Norwegian or something? Oh, it always drives me insane that I can never remember like what it's gonna come to the blah. Nordic. I'll get it one day. Nordic inspired bakery. So good. I'm obsessed. Oh, so delicious. And then I cleaned the playroom quite a bit this day. Cleaned the boys' rooms this day. I played Potato Head for like an hour, which it really just, and after like 30 minutes of Potato Head, your head turns into a potato. And then we colored. You know, I just figured I'd put in some different things in my planner. And then the in-laws came over for spaghetti and meat sauce, since the boys hadn't seen them since Tuesday. And I'm showing you my Honest juice here because that's basically, unless I'm drinking a chai, it's most always Honest juice. It's so good. Anyways, on Sunday, I ordered more stuff for Theo's room. I'm like really like speeding through this though, because like I might have to speed up the part where I'm like laying stickers down. And I feel like I've had to do that a lot recently because I've been putting little deco bits everywhere. And I think that actually slows everything down. So I might have to speed up the planning portion to like match my talking portion. Does that make sense? So anyways, I ordered stuff for Theo's room on Sunday. I think I, around this time, finalized that I was doing a Jungle Cruise theme for his room, which he loves. He thinks all the animals are so funny, and it's all so cute and very Theo. Then I went to work, oh my gosh. I guess we could talk about this for a while, so maybe I won't have to. Work was a nightmare. And I don't really ever have much complaints ever that have to do with work. Like ever. I'm hashtag blessed, knock on some wood. Never have any issues with anything work related. I feel like it's just like everything that could happen would happen. Actually, something annoying happened to me today, but it always has nothing to do with SPC or me. Actually, both of these, the thing that happened today in real life and this thing, was stamps.com. And it's kind of a me problem, but also kind of just like annoying. So this week, I was trying to log on to my stamps.com account. If you don't know what stamps.com is, basically all of my orders from Shopify, which is where my website is like hosted, like the shopping thing, all of the orders go into ShipStation by my choice, and from ShipStation is linked to my stamps.com account. And whenever I make a label, it takes the information from Shopify and it sends the information to stamps.com, and then it comes back in with a label and it spits it out, all from ShipStation. So basically what happened is earlier this week I changed my password because for the life of me I could not remember it. And I only have, I have a bunch of different passwords, but I tried them all. Do you know what I'm saying? It was not a thing. And I don't ever think I actually did a password. I think that it was probably like an assigned password that I never changed, and that was the problem. Anyways, so I had to like call them to reset my password, which was weird because like my security questions are questions I wouldn't pick answers for because they don't have answers in my life. Does that make sense? So anyways, I called and it was like whole pain to get like a new password. It wasn't as much of a pain as the rest of the story, and today's story was really annoying. So I got a new password, fine, all done. And then when I went to work on Sunday, I went to make labels and it was erroring, which isn't like an uncommon thing. Like sometimes either ShipStation's having an issue, Shopify's having an issue. Well, it usually wouldn't be Shopify in that instance because it wouldn't send the information to Shopify and I would just have to figure it out later. So it was either a ShipStation issue or a Stamps.com. But for some reason I was like, oh, it just must be like a right now error. So I tried it like a couple of times. I waited. I tried it a couple more times. And then it finally clicked to me because it just said basically like not able to complete transaction to buy the labels. So it finally clicked to me to look on Stamps.com, the status page. Nothing's wrong. Okay, so I'm like, this is not a Stamps.com problem. But it is, but kind of not. So I was like, all right, let me log on to my account. Maybe I need to update billing or something. I don't know. It worked last week, so I don't know why there'd be a problem. So I tried to log on, and it basically said right away, and I knew my password because I just changed it. It said that cannot complete. It looks like you're having trouble logging into your account. And I was like, that's weird because that is for sure my password because I just changed it this week and there's no way I forgot it in a week. You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, okay. And then I was just like irritated and I was like, all right, let me call. So I look up contact Stamps.com. Call the number. All of our representatives are busy right now. We'll get to you as soon as we can. On hold, right? So then I think after like being on hold for 20 minutes, I'm like, I wonder if they actually have customer service on the weekends, which I feel like maybe they shouldn't because like it's like small businesses use this too, like businesses in general, and like maybe during the day on a Sunday, we might possibly have somebody who could help me. No. And I think it irritated me most, not because somebody wasn't there to help, but because instead of saying, oh, our business hours are da-da-da-da-da-da, please call us back during that time, it said, all of our representatives are busy. Please wait on hold. And who knows, if I didn't think to look, I could have been on hold for hours. I mean, I'm sure I would have put two and two together. But I was just like, I was flustered and frustrated. And then I figured out what happened. What happened is whenever I tried multiple times on ShipStation to run the labels, it was basically taking the old password and trying to use it to log in to my account, hence not being able to create the label and trying to log in with the wrong password. After I tried a couple of times, it automatically locked me out with no way of getting back in at all besides contacting customer service, which is not available on the weekend. So basically, I went to work for no reason. I did like organize everything and like do other things because I was like, if I'm here, I'm doing something. And then I had to go back to work on Monday to print the labels because I had to wait until I could call Stamps.com, have them reset my account, go in to ShipStation and update my password, and then everything was peachy. But it was so frustrating, especially because I was like, I could be home with my kids right now. And I didn't think to even update my password on ShipStation. So it was kind of me being a little bit of like a dummy for not like thinking to update my password, but also I didn't realize that trying to run labels would be like me logging in with the wrong password. It was just a wreck. Thankfully, the process on Monday was pretty painless, but I was so frustrated. I was like, honestly, like I don't think I had been in that bad of a mood, and I haven't been since. Like I don't think I've been in that bad of a mood for like years. And it wasn't even anything that serious, but I was just in such a bad mood then the rest of the day. I went and got in and out for lunch on the way home because I got finished really early, and then I just wanted to cuddle Lila and play with the boys the rest of the day because I was just like so like. And then I watched 90 Days Single Life, which was the Tell All Part 2, which was like so much drama. And then I got Arby's for dinner because I was just still in a bad mood and it was meh. I watched 90 Day Before the 90 Days and gave Lila a long bath, and I think I took a bath too. That was my week. I totally forgot about that Stamps.com thing, and then I just had like a problem with Stamps.com. It wasn't a problem with Stamps.com, but one of their partners. It's like a whole string of things. If you have a business, you know, it's just, there's always something. But basically, there is a partner to ShipStation and like other shipping companies, and they handle international orders. And it was such a pain. And basically, they had been charging me and saying that my packages were mislabeled weight, and they were saying that the packages were 3 pounds and trying to charge me $26 per package, and they were mystery kits, which are less than 4 ounces, or they're like around 4 ounces, but they're trying to tell me they were 2 to 3 pounds and that I paid the wrong amount and I owed $23 per package. And I was like, oh, well, no, that's insane. So I had to like deal with that today. So hopefully I've have enough work problems for a minute, but really, like, seriously, like, I feel very blessed to normally not have any work issues. Like, I feel like everything's just so easy, and any issues that we've run into before, so we know how to handle them, which is great. And I feel like I have like the most perfect team who just make everything simple, and everyone just like knows what's going on, which is just amazing. So that is everything for this week. I ended up not having to change my time, which is at 2 times, but yeah, I'm in love with this spread. I think it looks beautiful. I'm so glad that I used it for this week. I think these colors are just like a really timeless combo. Timeless combo? Yes. And this foil color is excellent with it. But yeah, I hope you liked this week's video, and I will be back at it with another one soon. I will talk to y'all then.